everybody, to the PCL Annual Environmental Assembly 2024. I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge a colleague and friend that we lost in 2022. He was a dear friend that I got to know for many years in the water world, and often got to kayak with him up on rivers up in this area. And he was PCL's senior water policy advisor, and he passed away suddenly in 2022. We haven't had a chance since then to honor him, and so we wanted to take the time to do that. His name is Jonas Minton, and being back in person now, it's been important for us to recognize his passing. Jonas' passion for all things water-related defined much of his life, starting with his work as deputy director at DWR, on through his work with PCL as senior water policy advisor. But the one thing that stood out the most about Jonas, all the years I've known him, was the way he touched others in the work and life he lived. Sorry if I'm gonna get choked up. He did that with me each time we would delve into the political world of water. He was persistent, patient, stubborn, and effective. He spoke with me in 2018 up on the river we would often kayak, and he said he wanted to update California water laws. I hesitated and said, "Do you know what type of boiling water you're gonna get us into, Jonas?" He replied, "Yep, and it's about time we turn the heat up." That's who he was. He went into things head first. And I would always say to him when he was giving me little tips on how to throw a cartwheel in a hole in a river that I was not very good at playboating in, he goes, "You gotta put your head into it, Howard." And that's how you keep upright in a kayak. Lean down river, point the direction you wanna go, look at the horizon line. Make sure you don't fall off any waterfalls, but if you purposefully go off the waterfall, make sure your head's in it. That was the beginning of a multi-year, multi-partnership effort that has led us to the water law reform project we are currently undertaking with our invaluable leader and author, Senator Allen, and other legislators in the legislature. We miss you, Jonas. I miss you dearly, my friend. And here's a little video in remembrance of this wonderful man.
I want to take a moment to adjourn in the memory of Jonas Minton.
You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away, somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere
I know wherever he is, he's throwing cartwheels and running that endless river in the sky. So I'm going to invite the chair, Doug Karstens, up to the stage.
Thank you, Howard. And this is reminding me more than ever that we at PCL, it feels like family. We are a family, whether extended family or family and friends, but we all remember Jonas very fondly. I'm here to present Planning and Conservation League's Environmental Hero Award. We have a hero and champion in our midst, Senator Ben Allen, and today we'd like to thank you and honor you for your work. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our environmental hero, Senator Ben Allen.
Wow, thank you, Doug. This is very, very kind. It's very, very kind, and especially to receive this award after watching that beautiful video of Jonas. Just such a special person who really was behind a couple of the key bills that bring me to this podium here today. So let me just say that Jonas was a true environmental hero. And in fact, this last year we lost two very special environmental heroes. Jonas, obviously, and then in my own life. I think probably the reason why I'm in this space in policy, my father. I lost my father in February of 2023. He was an immigrant from England and grew up loving the South Downs of Sussex, hiking with his father, who was a very committed conservationist himself. And it was just a value that was so deep in him. He brought me up to the Santa Monica Mountains every weekend. We'd go hiking up in the hills together. He was an active member of a number of environmental organizations and instilled in me a deep love of the wilderness, of the outdoors, and a real sense of the importance of conservation and preservation and the stewardship, the responsibility that we all have, that I know we all share here in this room. And that was something that was really deeply instilled in me by him. And I'm now a dad of a young son. We've got a little girl coming up in a couple of months. And I reflect so much on this now. And when I see videos like this, I get a little teary because I remember putting together the video for my dad and just getting to see the scope of a person's life. When they were a little person, wide-eyed, and what kind of life were they going to live, what sort of hopes and dreams their parents were putting into them. And then to see how much a person like Jonas, my own father, was able to achieve. It's a special thing, and it's something to both be a little sad about, but also celebratory.